I've tried my damnedest to be an optimist for this Mets squad this year, and for the most part, I did a damn good job. We got to the postseason, but we only got a wild card spot. Tonight, I'm just going to tip my hat to the Friars of San Diego. You earned your keep. You're going to Los Angeles to get your asses killed by the Dodgers. What killed the Mets tonight? Or for the better yet, what killed them the last month of the year? A myriad of things. 1, injuries to key players. 2, at times, no discipline at the plate. Plate against pitchers of either good teams or shit teams. Hold on. Hold on a second. As I was saying, 3, lack of logic when it came to use of the bullpen, to use of the starting pitchers. And 4, most importantly, our starting core taking these last 30 or so games too damn lightly. More so in the back half of the month of September, where I was screaming at them 6 simple words. Do not play with your food. And what did most of the Mets pitchers do in this stretch? Played with their food. Cost them the division, cost them the series, cost them a chance at at winning it all this year. I'm not afraid to admit those facts, folks. That said, I want to turn the clocks back to another situation where Buck screwed the pooch. Let's go back 30 years ago to 1993, when he, in his first full season as the manager of the New York Yankees. Now, I wasn't into baseball back then, but I did look this up. But I did take some time to look it up. Coming out of the All-Star break, the Yankees were in a dogfight with the Blue Jays for the AL East Division lead. And let's also keep in mind, up until 95, to get into the postseason, you had to win the division. There was only 2 divisions back then, the East and the West. You win your division, you're in the postseason. Lose, you go home. Yankees record that year, 87-75. 6 games out of the postseason hunt. Toronto ultimately leapfrogged them, and they went on to go back-to-back. I will be damned if Atlanta does the same thing. They leapfrogged us at the end of the Mets at the end of the year because Buck took his foot off the gas pedal, and the team took their foot off the gas pedal. So to speak, anyway. Gavin, how about you go suck a dick? Okay? Go suck a dick. So now it's going to be Atlanta against Philadelphia and San Diego against Los Angeles in the NLDS. Interesting that it's East against East and West against West in the division playoffs. Where on the flip side of the coin in the AL, it's West against West, but Central against East, where the Yankees are facing who I view as this year's Cinderella, the Guardians, in the divisional round. Bad Dog is going to be having a field day for the next few days with this series. Race between Cleveland and New York. So my wild card prognostication blew up in my face, as I only got one of the 4 series right. Not doing political shit, dude. You're gone. At this point, Raph, World Series, Serie de Globa, no interesa. I don't care who wins it all this year at this point. At this point, I don't fucking care who's getting the title this year. I really fucking don't. Now, as for the Mets in 2023, are they going to take a bit of a step back in terms of their wins? In my opinion, yes. In my opinion, yes. Next year, Mets are taking a step back in terms of their win output. But then again, I think everybody, just to get adjusted to the new rules, is going to take a step back in one way or another in terms of their win columns. That said, this year turned to be a disappointment for the 2022 New York Mets. Had the division crown in our grasp, and we let it slip through our fingers because Buck was too paranoid, because we didn't do anything at the deadline, which is another thing I should have pointed out that killed the Mets. We panicked in bringing up the young kids too late in the year when we could have done it sooner to get them more reps. And of course, pitching core, starting core, playing with their food down the stretch when they shouldn't have done that. And now it's 6-0. Put this fucker in San Diego. Put this son of a bitch to bed already. Can we just end this fucking nightmare already? I know Urinating Tree is going to put a congratulation Mets video up tomorrow. And to be perfectly frank, 3 simple words. Best describe what happened to the Mets this weekend. And tonight, especially. Let me play it again. Damn right they blew it, Billy Madison. Mets, you fucking blew it! You fucking blew it! If I have to pick someone left now, I'm going to have to go with the Bronx Bombers. But I know they're going to get knocked out by Houston. As much as I don't want it to go that way. Gavin, why don't you just go effing cut your head off at this point? All you've done for the last several months with me is act like a troll when I come in here, when I do these videos. Nothing but troll. And you wonder why, Gavin, I don't allow you in my Discord server. It's because of shit like you pulled here, like you're doing now. Now with me. So beat it. Not in the mood right now. Pardon me, I need 7, but I doubt you're going to do that. Another thing that killed the Mets tonight, there was no discipline at the plate. And no, Chad, you cannot party in my server. Party in the server, and you're gone. Got it. It's fucking ridiculous that Buck Showalter, when he gets to the postseason, chokes. This was the one quality I didn't like about this guy. He's a postseason choker. I know I didn't bring it up over the preseason when Tane and I had our talks in his server. Goodbye, Gavin. Piece of shit that you are. If there was a way we could poach Brian Snitker from Atlanta, maybe we would get the quality that, in my opinion, Buck more than often lacks: adaptability, as well as a constant stream of death threats. That if the team fucks it up, everybody's gone next season. That being said, tonight was a fucking disaster for the New York Mets. Hello, Thomas. Perhaps they did, Andy. Perhaps they did. Perhaps Cleveland did win the Lindor swap. I mean, you guys got Animus Jimenez. You got Ahmed Rosario. To the latter piece, I didn't want to cough up. I didn't want Wilbon to cough up. But given that Crustaceous Cheapskate was more interested in star power than developing being the talent he had on hand, I'm not shocked he coughed Rosario up. He coughed Ahmed up. But here's my point. Next year, we work on discipline at the plate against Southpaws. We work on logical pitch using, and we work on actually sitting players if they're still too fatigued from injury recovery, especially pitchers. I'll be back on Tuesday to cover Game 1, Philadelphia against Atlanta, much to my annoyance, but I've got no other options at this point. Let's hope that the Fanatic can actually fuck whatever the Blooper or whatever the name of the Braves mascot is. Raph, I'm probably not calling a Nick game until March because I looked at the schedule and there's only one I'm going to be able to be able to watch, and that's the one against Brooklyn at the start of March on ABC. Believe me, I checked. But that's a consequence of the Mets being the Knicks being a shit team this past season. Fuck no, Darwin. Thibodeau, as far as I'm concerned, can go to hell with his tunnel vision. He can take his tunnel vision and send it straight to hell take himself and his Tin Man tunnel vision straight to hell for all I care. I mean, honestly. And Randall was probably one of the biggest components to that Tin Man issue last year. The fact that he slowed the game down every time he was on the floor. This is fucking ridiculous. Might as well just take this off and stick it in the closet for next season or when I go out out somewhere just for posterity purposes. 101 and 61 season down the fucking toilet because the Mets took San Diego too damn lightly. Well, San Diego's now got to face Los Angeles and get fucking crushed. Leave a comment, smash the like, sub to the channel. Till next time, Mets2128 signing out. Goodbye. Good night. Bang. And I'll see you in 2023, Mets fans.